She don't know what the hell going on. Like, you cannot be this dense.
A child has to know how to yield. This is my story and I'm sticking to it. This is what I learned from what we just went through and what I'm now going into with Bailey and what I've been in with Angel. That you have to give and take, right? As a parent, you're giving, you're taking. In a relationship, you should be giving and taking. And when do you give? You give when you're getting. When do you take? When you start being taken for granted. That's the healthy thing, right? And you're doing it so that you can continuously keep the motion. Because if you constantly were giving or you're constantly taking, then there's no movement in the relationship. But if you're giving and you're taking, then there's movement in the relationship. And when you're taking until they yield to your will. And that's why you align and build a family out of respect and love and honor, because you love me enough to yield to me. I love you enough to yield to you. Our kids respect me. I'm going to speak for myself enough to yield to me. I can't speak for you. Only you can speak for you. I'm no longer speaking for you. This is something I just learned. So it's not me versus you. It's I'm speaking for myself, and you can jump in and speak for yourself as well and speak your experience. But wait, I'm waiting for her to yield to me. But she will not yield to me as long as she could backdoor me and go to one of you guys. You understand? So everyone actually is prolonging this because she can get it some other way. And when does someone yield? They yield when they can't get it some other way. So the sooner you guys shut her off, she's going to yield to our will. And we're not trying to hurt her. We want what's best for her, right? And so she's fighting us. It's the same thing. I wanted the best for you, but you fought me. Same thing. So now we have compassion for her because it's the same thing. It's just the 11-year-old version. So we're just waiting for her to yield to our will. And then we can give again. But y'all got to stop giving. You can yield, you give her a little bit every once in a while to let her know what she's missing, you know. When I separated from you, I purposely walked naked in front of you. I purposefully stayed in the room a little bit longer to watch TV instead of leaving as soon as you came in. All of that was strategic. Because I was letting you know what you were missing out on. And you couldn't go. I'm telling you what I was doing, and I'm telling you how to. You're laughing because you should let me know what I'm missing out on when I take you for granted. Instead of just always giving to me, take yourself away from me. Let me know, stop taking you for granted. I treated you however I treated you because you never told me to stop treating you that way. And you tell me by removing yourself from me. But you always gave to me no matter how I treated you. And now I'm in the mental space where I understand, hey, you know, when I'm not treating you the way that you want to be treated, you can tell me. It's okay. And now you're becoming comfortable with telling me the things I do that you don't enjoy. And that's me yielding to you. So I'm telling you the technique. So instead of being prideful and saying, be like, yeah, I can see that. I can see that happening. When people give you what you want, you give them what they want. When they stop giving you what you want, you stop giving them what they want until they realize who the fuck you are. And that's if you have value in somebody's life. If you don't think you have value in somebody's life. But I know I have value in your life. You know you have value in my life. You determine what value you have. I know I'm way more than anything the world tells you. That's why when everything hit the fan, you had no problem devaluing me. Why? Because I'm not, by worldly standards, the ideal woman. I ain't got money. I'm what people would consider lazy. You know, I don't keep my hair whipped. I don't wear makeup. Got questionable things about myself. You know, haven't always treated you well. Put a wedge between you and your children. But you still here. Why? Because I hold value to you. Only you know what that is. and everything with you. I'm still here. Why? Because you hold value to me. And for you to think that I'm with you for your money.
I ain't got no money now.
Exactly. So if you thought I was here because of your money, it should be confirmed for you that I'm not. That is not the value you hold in my life. Why? Because it ain't here and I'm still here. And I'm still 100. I'm not here and bitter. I'm not here to throw it in your face. I'm not helping you either. Because this is your problem to solve.
I ain't got no problems right now.
This financial thing ain't something to solve?
No, yeah, I thought you were talking about something.
No, I'm saying, if it was for me to pick up the ball right now, I would have. But it's for you to work through some shit right now. And we gotta be in this space. It's prolonged. I hope you're working through your shit. Because this space that we're in is not only for me to learn something, it's for you to learn something, it's for us to learn something, it's for the kids to learn something, it's for them to learn something, it's for everybody to learn something. And there's always something to learn. But if you ain't learning and you just sitting in it like, woe is me, I had to borrow money. Instead of like, dang, thank you, God, for providing me with somebody that I could borrow money from. And thank you for blessing me for the day that I could pay them back tenfold. Not only monetarily, but in other ways. Because you can start paying them back now. Being that friend when they need a friend, a bit more friend than you were before. You know what I'm saying? Clearly you were a friend before because they were there for you, but a bit more of a friend than you've been before is your way of saying thank you right now, because paying back, right? You've let people borrow money. Yeah. This is me on a rant. You ain't got to worry about it. You let people borrow money and you didn't not be their friend simply because they didn't pay you back. But they brought other value to your life. I feel good right now. Hey. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? So all these people you borrow money from, because of the relationship you got with them, they don't care if you ever pay them back. It's the ones that acting funny because you haven't paid them back are the ones who care if you pay them back. But the ones who are just like, you know what, it's whatever, they value you more than the money. And those ones who want you to pay them back probably let you borrow the money because of certain stipulations. And one of those boxes you didn't check on the payback side. Maybe it's he gave me a time frame and he broke the time frame, or da-da-da-da-da-da-da. We don't know. They don't know because they don't know they're doing it. But the real ones don't even care if you pay them back. But you care, so you will pay them back. But the real ones don't care. You ain't even went to go put your name. I've been running my mouth for a solid 10 minutes. We could have been chipped off at least 10 minutes on our wait time. What we doing? I don't care. I got my bottle of water. We good.